Yo, what's up?
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is crazy.
Have you done anything weird in your dreams?
I've had weird dreams, yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't really know what's going on, but it was like crazy. There was an explosion and a big ball of light,
Oh,
and I died.
that's wild.
It was like bad,
You just died?
but
Wow.
I guess that's fine.
That's not real. Whoa.
Anyway, I found this weird thing, but I
are you gonna
really
do
like
with
it. I don't know what it is or why it's here.
Oh, you see that button there?
That one?
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
you should press it.
You can't join our book club.
Ultraman is super cool.
You can't join our book club. That's correct. He is. You can't join our book club.
He can fly and do stuff in the sky.
You can't join our book club. He's also pretty tall. He's a cool guy.
Book club, book club, book club, book club, book club, book club.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's us.
Well,
Hi.
yeah, here
Hi.
we are, back again.
We're back.
Welcome to the third episode of season 2. Pretty exciting.
Yes.
In case you haven't been with us before, we like to cover books. We like to talk about them and have a jolly good time.
Mm-hmm.
This season, we are talking specifically about books that are novelizations of existing properties.
Mm-hmm.
So we've covered X-Men, Days of Future Past, and we've covered
Alan Wake.
the video game.
Yeah, the book.
And today we're covering a novelization of the 60s television series Ultraman.
Yeah, the whole show.
So pretty cool, if you ask me. And you did.
I did. Yeah. Now, this is interesting because we've talked about this a lot. You're like the only person that I know in my life that also knows about Ultraman.
Yeah, it's weird that we both have that.
Yeah.
Because like we had been friends for a long time, but like I don't think we talked about it until we were in college.
Yeah. It was just like a random day. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Ultraman," and I'm like, "How do you know about that?"
Yeah, because I don't know a lot of like. I don't know a lot of TV and movies in general. I just didn't.
You weren't
I
allowed
grew up with
to-
public television.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much all I had access to. Didn't go to the movie theaters a lot. It's not like my parents were directly trying to stop me from experiencing all that stuff, but it just wasn't really what the culture of our household was.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot that I've been catching up on as an adult. But my uncle gave me his complete series of Ultraman to watch when I was sick one time.
Yeah. Shout out your uncle.
And that was the best thing he could have done. Yeah. So that it occupies the same space as the other two things that he let me borrow when I was sick on various occasions when I was a kid. That was a thing he did when he found out I was going to be sick at home for a while from school. Like if I had the flu or something, he would let me borrow some of his like TV series. And so I also watched Underdog that way and Speed Racer.
Ooh.
And so those three kind of occupy the same space in my head. But
I don't think I've ever had the flu.
Really?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think that one's ever got me.
It kind of sucks.
I'm sure.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I do have fond memories of laying on the couch feeling like garbage and watching those shows. So, yeah. unless you had something else you wanted to say real quick.
Oh, I just wanted to talk about how I know the show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which is,
sorry.
I had a tape of a few episodes of Pokemon, and there's just like a commercial for it at the end.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was like, ooh, this is fun. That guy's real tall.
Yeah, yeah.
And he is very tall.
The tallest guy.
That's kind of like his whole thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, it's Ultraman. Thank goodness he's here. He's so tall.
There's even a movie called Ultraman Rising, and it's about him getting tall.
Even taller, if you can believe it.
So before we actually start talking about what we read / watched, the drink that I made, I call this Saturday morning cartoons, because Ultraman kind of vibes with me in a similar way to that. I just picture it as like the perfect thing to get up on a Saturday morning as a kid and put on the TV while you're eating cereal. So basically what we have here, this is it's a cereal cocktail.
Okay.
And before we actually get into it, I'm going to top it off with some cereal because I didn't want it to get all soggy.
Very fun.
But it's 3 ounces of rum chata, an ounce of whipped cream vodka.
Okay.
And a half ounce of Fireball.
Okay.
And then I'm topping it off with Captain Crunch.
I haven't had Fireball in a while.
Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh.
Different kind of crunch.
Okay.
That's their slogan. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, a different kind of crunch.
We crunch differently here.
Not a sponsor.
No, not yet.
So yeah, I'm going to throw some of this on here real quick and make some great sounds with the bag.
Oh yeah. You're going to hear us munching away.
You know, if I were fancy, if this were a different show, I would have I could have gotten like those little serving bowl things and put like a perfect amount in here.
Now, I am going to go ahead and just take a little sip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
cinnamony.
There is Fireball in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that over here. I can't reach. Yeah, if you're watching
good that I didn't
this,
spill that.
if you're watching this on YouTube, like you should be, you can see me filling this up. But if you're just listening, then you just have to listen.
Completely covering his face. That's good.
Yeah.
I think in post maybe I'll zoom in on the bag. Who knows?
Yeah. How much did you put in here?
Oh, I just did like enough to cover the top. Not really too crazy.
I got a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I love cinnamon toast crunch. It's always been one of my favorite cereals.
I'm chewing right into the mic. I've always claimed that it's one of my favorites. Now that I'm an adult, I eat like veggie honey and oats, like Cheerios and stuff.
Yeah,
because that's really good in the morning. Every once in a while, I'll crunch different.
My go-to is Life cereal. That's always been one that is a go-to for me, and I like it. But I do think that there's like one. It's like Pops or something, but it's not Pops. But
now,
it's like,
as you know, and now our audience will know.
Something.
Golden Grams?
No.
Golden Bear.
Gold. I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Pops is my favorite cereal.
Really?
Yeah, I thought you knew that.
I probably did at one point.
Yeah.
The stuff that I know about you is just kind of all mixed in with everything else in my brain now.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep track.
You know too much about me.
I know way too much about you.
And also nothing, apparently.
Yeah.
If you don't know my favorite cereal.
Wow. I am kind of a failure.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess I got to try this with the cereal. Do I like munch it? Yum, yum, yum. Do I crunch it? Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum.
You know, I really should have given us both spoons.
Yeah, I said no, but this is hard. Because I'm going to have to take like a whole mouthful of this drink now.
Let me...
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm gonna back up from the mic for a second.
I feel like straight up gonna have to like. I can get us spoons.
I did it.
All right, mission accomplished.
Got some tongue action in there.
But yeah, so there's that.
That is.
If you
really
make
good.
it at home, I really like it. If you make this at home and you're going to just drink it without a spoon, it might be smart to crunch up the cereal. Would maybe work. Of course, then you run the risk of choking on the cereal particles.
Yeah,
but
just crunch different.
Crunch different. That's right.
There we go.
So I guess it's time to start talking about this.
We read a book.
Yeah, we read a book. Yeah, so let me grab here we go.
Grab everything you need.
So this is the book. And it's a book by Pat Cadigan.
Pat Cadigan,
who is a sci-fi author, has written some other novelizations of things as well as some original works. I haven't read anything else by this author, but I have read this.
She won a Hugo, I believe.
Yeah.
Or was nominated at least.
I think one, but I'm not sure. Probably says in here somewhere.
Probably.
But
how would I know? It's not like I read this book.
Yeah, does this have a... Oh, okay.
Dive into the action-packed adventure as told by Hugo, Clark, and Scribe award-winning author Pat Cadigan.
There we go.
Look at that. Nailed it.
You want to go ahead and read the top of that too?
Oh, yeah. I forgot it. That's like my whole bit. Yeah. Adapting the classic Ultraman series from the 1960s, experience this bold take on Earth's iconic defender. Ooh. Pursuing a fugitive space monster, a being of light enters Earth's atmosphere. I can read. Accidentally colliding with a patrolling jet piloted by Science Patrol Agent Shin Hayata, the being merges with the pilot to save his life and vows to defend the Earth. Now, whenever the planet is threatened by alien invaders, terrifying monsters, or any threat beyond the capabilities of humanity, Shin Hayata transforms into the towering Ultraman to restore peace and save the day.
That's right, he does.
Yeah. Imagine like a guy, he gets real big.
Big guy.
He's just real big.
And so just to give everybody an idea of what I did to myself for this.
Yeah, dive into this.
There's a lot of stuff about Ultraman, if y'all didn't know. There's like I just went on like Tubi and looked, and there's like probably 25 movies. I didn't watch any of the old movies really, which I think is a shame. I would like to eventually.
I mean, from what I remember, they are all like continuations of specific shows.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'd have to watch the show. And
there are 3 shows, right? 3 of the original. There's Ultraman, Ultra 7, and then Ultraman Returns or Return of Ultraman, I think.
I think those are 2 different things. Maybe.
Possibly.
No, I'm thinking the Further Adventures of Ultraman.
Yeah, that is a different thing. Yeah. So all 3 of those shows were like 60s and 70s and pretty close together. And then there are movies all the way through the 80s, 90s. And then more recently there was an animated film, the Rise of Ultraman, I think. Ultraman Rise. Ultraman Tall.
Ultraman Big.
Ultraman
Ultraman
very large.
Crunch different.
No, I don't know about that. But so I decided that first, because this book is the novelization of the series, I was going to watch the whole original series, which isn't that big of a commitment. It's roughly, I think it's 39 episodes.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to watch at least a little bit of Ultra 7 and at least a little bit of Return of Ultraman. And I also wanted to watch at least a little bit of Ultra Q, which was before Ultraman.
The original show.
So, yeah, just to give a little background on that, do you want to talk a little bit about the show before the show?
No, I'm going to hand that to you.
Okay.
Because I didn't rewatch it
I didn't
recently.
watch a whole lot. I think I watched maybe 8 episodes. And basically the gist of what I got, it's kind of Outer Limits, Twilight Zone, kind of every episode is going to be its own. It's more or less monster of the week. They do some stuff that isn't directly just a monster, but
it's X-Files for 60s Japanese children.
Yeah. So pretty much every episode there's a kaiju, and it is destroying something or causing some problem.
Yeah.
And there's a team of a combination of adults and youth that know about science stuff, and they're always involved. They don't always have anything to do with the problem getting solved, but they're always there.
Yeah.
And it's a good show. It's very it takes itself a lot more seriously than the Ultraman iterations after that. And I kind of like that. I kind of enjoy that. And you can really see the beginnings of what would become Ultraman. Basically, a lot of it is just, here's a big monster destroying stuff. And I love that. I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
So,
because that show and Ultraman were in part created by A.G. Tsuburaya, who worked on the original Godzilla films.
yeah.
So that was like, that's what he knew.
Yeah, that's kind of his...
Big monsters and big dudes.
In a lot of ways, I think that's his contribution to like movies and television, is just the techniques of working with miniatures to make like obviously he's not the only person that pioneered stuff in that, but I think he was huge in making that what it became, using miniatures to make things look huge or really small next to normal sized things, or, you know, and it's super cool. Probably the best thing about the shows is the special effects.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love, like, some of it. I feel like a lot of people that do know about these shows think about them as like for kids, and they're not that good, low budget, don't look very good. But really, when you go back and look at them, for the time, they look great, I think.
Yes.
And you know, some of the monster costumes are not fantastic, but
and half of them are just Godzilla.
yeah. But Ultraman looks very good.
Yes.
And the miniature sets are fantastic. They're so detailed.
Yeah. And one of the reasons for that, which I find really interesting, they build the sets like it's an actual building. So they don't just build a facade. There's like structure inside every building.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that if someone hits it, it's going to crumble like a real building.
And it does.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
so
so
cool.
good. Like, and that's the thing that I respect the most about it, because all of this stuff, they're working so hard to make something look so good, only for it to get destroyed every time. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And you could make an argument that really what they're creating is the art of what is being filmed. Like, that's what they're really trying to capture, so the art isn't really getting destroyed. But I would say that those people making the sets, I mean, they're pouring their heart and soul into that stuff. You know, it's clear, and it's just kind of cool to think about, like, the nature of something like that, and to make that as a television show. That's the thing that I like. I give them so much credit for. Like, even if a lot of the monsters look similar or are the same costume reused, it's like, man, you're having to make 40 episodes of this basically.
Yeah, it's like coming out every week.
Back to back to back. Yeah, it's crazy how much they were able to do with it. So, really cool stuff.
I agree. Good stuff.
And basically, Ultraman, Ultra 7, and Return of Ultraman all follow a similar format. There's a person that is merged with a being of light, and they fight giant monsters. That's more or less the concept.
Yep. Very formulaic.
Yeah. In the best way.
Yeah, but it's fine. Because,
Yeah.
the formula is him blowing up an alien every time.
And you can't get more fun than that.
pew.
He does. He really does all the
Really
time.
does. Either he blows them up or he like here's a saw.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I love when he throws
Or he'll just,
discs of light.
know, he'll just like drop kick an alien.
Absolutely. Lots of like things that feel like pro wrestling in it too. And I've never really watched much pro wrestling. I've seen more as an adult than I did as a kid because my girlfriend really likes it and she watches pro wrestling. But I really haven't watched that much or paid that much attention to it. But in Ultraman, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. That's why I tend to like when wrestling gets goofier. That's why sometimes I'll seek out like foreign wrestling, like a lot of like Japanese wrestling, Mexican wrestling, where they do like luchador stuff. Like if you get someone in a fun costume with a fun mask and then they're jumping around the ring and, you know, kicking people and throwing people and just all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Then it's a lot more fun than just like, it's this guy in underwear.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Eh.
Yeah. But now if it's a guy in jeans, that's great. What's his name?
Awesome.
Is it Orange Cassidy? Is that his name?
That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
He's the guy who's just like, he walks up, he's like, I don't care about any of this. And then he'll beat the crap out of someone.
I like that.
Yeah. I like that too.
Yeah. So
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
We read a book.
Yeah. So I was on the path of talking about all the stuff that I did to prep for this episode.
Yes.
I watched about 8 episodes of Ultra Q.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all of Ultraman, and then I rewatched the episodes that are covered in this book because, spoiler alert, the book covers each chapter is an episode, and they do 7 episodes.
Yeah.
And then I watched probably 8 or 9 episodes of Ultra 7 and 7 or 8 episodes of Return of Ultraman. Mm-hmm. And I watched Ultraman Rise, whatever that's called. I read I read the book. I read the first volume of the manga.
Yes. So did I.
And
by the way.
oh yeah?
Yeah, I did read that one.
Awesome. I liked it.
I did too. It's weird seeing him human size.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
It's interesting it's not a retelling of the Ultraman story or a reimagining of it. It's a continuation. It's a direct sequel to the original series. And it follows Shin Hayata's son.
Yeah.
Shinjiro.
Yeah, dude.
And so it's an interesting thing, and we can get into that more a little later. I watched almost all of the show, the anime that was based on this.
Ooh.
I didn't quite finish it, but I got really close. And then I also read... There are 3 volumes of this. I read the 3 volumes. This is Marvel's... Marvel got the rights to Ultraman, and they've written some Ultraman stories. It's not finished yet.
Yeah. By Kyle Higgins.
And yeah, three volumes of that.
If you know his name, it might be because he wrote Radiant Black, which is a pretty big thing right now for Image.
Oh, yeah.
He also he's really big on the Power Rangers comics for like Boom Comics. He does a lot of those.
Yeah.
And yeah, I only know that because I was instead of reading and watching Ultraman, I started getting really into Radiant Black.
That's fair.
Yeah, I caught up. It's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, they do this. I'm gonna go on a tangent.
I'll need to check that out.
Yeah, I'm going on a tangent because
a lot of people have told me about it.
Yeah, they do this cool thing where so the Radiant Black power goes to one guy, and then eventually he gets like too injured, and it goes to his friend. And then they're like struggling once the first guy gets like ready to fight again, because it keeps trying to split the powers between the two of them. But it's like, well, neither one of them can be fully like powerful. And so what they do is they make the decision for one of them to have the powers, but the comics split right there. They were releasing 2 issues every month, one where one of them was the superhero and one where the other one was.
That's really cool.
And you just see like how both stories play out, and then it merges back at the end. Really weird stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love when they just do something kind of artsy like that, where there's not necessarily a need for it, but it's just a kind of an unusual take on how to release a very common medium that people know.
And it goes on for a while too. It's like 8 issues or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like this whole storyline. It's like a war, and you see how each person would like, react during that. And like different people are dying in different versions of the story. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out for sure.
Everyone read it. It's nice.
Yeah. Read it.
Read it.
So I also read Avengers X Ultraman.
Ooh.
Which is, of course, they did a crossover with the Avengers and Ultraman. They brought them into the same universe for a thing.
Like just for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're going to also do one with Spider-Man, just Spider-Man and Ultraman. So looking forward to that.
Because if they just brought him in, like in general, imagine, I know they're not going to do it because they don't do anything with the property. But imagine like Ultraman and Big Hero 6.
Oh, that's a match made in heaven. That would be so cool.
They're never going to write Big Hero 6 again because of that movie.
Yeah, it's a real shame because as much as I do love that movie so much.
It is fun.
But I've never read the comics. I understand they're very different.
Yeah, extremely.
And I'd like to get to know that too. So
but
it's kind of a shame. I feel like that happens a lot with Marvel stuff. They like let their movies and television influence what they're doing in the comics, and then they kind of drop things off or pick things up. And I want them to be separate.
Especially now, like MCU synergy, it's kind of ruined Marvel comics.
Yeah, that checks out.
And I don't know if it's ever going to get better. That's why the Ultimate line is so good. Everyone read the Ultimate stuff. Read Ultimate X-Men first of all, and then the Ultimates, which is like their Avengers.
And then check out the Absolute stuff because it's DC's version of Ultimate stuff, and it's fun.
Absolute Martian Manhunter is great.
Absolute Batman.
I've been catching up on Absolute Batman.
So cool.
Have you read the latest issue?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That guy's insane.
All right, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to after this.
So anyway, we read a book.
Yeah. So all of that, and then the last thing that I read.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, of course. So all of the original series, and then Shin Ultraman, which came out
2022, I think.
Yeah, I guess 3 years ago. Yeah. Which is just kind of a reimagining of the series, but as a movie.
Real good.
Fantastic. Yeah. So the last thing that I read, arguably the worst thing that I read.
Yeah.
Ultra Mega.
Ultra Mega.
This is conceptually interesting. I do like it. The idea basically with that, this was something that I picked up well before we were even talking about doing this episode, just because it looked interesting to me. And so I felt like this was a good time for me to finally read it. Basically, the idea is knock off Ultraman, and what if we make it like really gory, horrific, like dystopian future kind of stuff.
Just all the stuff that I really don't like in a story.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a teenager anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, it just doesn't hold up. It's the art.
Cool.
The art is super cool. I love the style. The character designs, fantastic. Mm-hmm. Just some really trippy looking stuff. I love it. So check it out for the art if you want, if you can find it somewhere for free or something.
Just Google some pictures.
But the story it's way too fast paced. You don't really get to know the characters. Everybody dies over and over again, and it's just kind of So too bad about that.
Yeah.
But let's finally jump into what goes on in this book.
Yeah, it only took us 30 minutes.
So basically, like we already talked about, this series, every episode pretty much, there is some sort of monster threat. There's a kaiju. Whether it be an alien or something native to Earth, there's always a giant monster to fight.
You know, all those Earth monsters that we have.
And even when it's not a giant monster, eventually it will be.
Yeah.
There are a few episodes where there's like a human-sized creature, but by the time the end happens, it grows to be the size of Ultraman and fight Ultraman.
Imagine Power Rangers. That's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
They're going to fight a human, and then that human's going to get real tall.
Yeah.
And then they got to combine. Except in this
case, it's just
Ultraman's got to get tall.
Yeah. And so the initial episode, which is covered in the book, there's the pilot, Shin Hayata. He's part of the SSSP.
Yeah.
Which is
super sick science party. Yeah,
man,
go ahead. Tell me what it stands
for. I memorized it, and then I don't remember
Apparently
it.
not.
It is, I think it's Special Science Search Party, or Science Special Search Party, actually.
I
think it is Science Special Search Party.
Science Special Search Party,
Yeah.
a.k.a. the SSSP, or simply
Science Patrol, which is what they pretty much call them all of the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember them as, the Science Patrol. And they have these awesome orange uniforms with white helmets.
Yeah, it's a look.
It's good.
It's real good.
And
it's like a bodysuit kind of.
Yeah.
And then they also have a tie.
Yeah. And then when they're like just in the office, they have like a blue blazer that they do, and then they can like peel out of that and they're in the orange jumpsuits basically.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's so cool.
It's yeah. And they have VTOLs, which are vertical takeoff landing aircraft. And they're like futuristic space, like flying stuff. And they've so this pilot, or well, this Science Patrol agent is piloting one of those, and he gets hit by a giant sphere of light, sort of.
Hate it when that happens.
And he dies.
You know, yeah.
But the sphere was being piloted by an Ultra who was chasing down a giant monster.
Yeah.
And so the giant monster is hanging out in a lake, and the Ultra is like, "Oh crap! I killed this guy.
Sorry,
that's not
man.
good.
That's my bad."
So he's like, dude, I can merge with you, and we could be the same guy. And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna merge with you, and then you won't be dead."
Yeah.
How's that sound?
It is kind of weird that all this starts with a hit and run.
Yeah. Well, a hit and he didn't run.
Yeah. Hit and
Stay.
Hit and merge.
Hit and merge.
I merge into you, and then I merge into you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Yeah. So they become one, and the rest of the Science Patrol is called over to this lake to investigate this crash and also the weird stuff that's happening over there. And they think that Shin is dead. They think that based on what some people have been saying, some people saw him floating in the air, and they're like, I don't know what that's about. And basically, they think he's dead for a minute, and then he calls and asks them to bring a submarine so he can go fight the monster at the bottom of the ocean, or the bottom of the lake.
As you do.
And he tries to do that. The submarine gets destroyed. They think he's dead part 2, but actually he becomes Ultraman because he presses the button on his beta capsule, which Ultraman gives him, And he's basically like, Ultraman's basically like, if you're in trouble, just go ahead and press that button.
Yeah. Like,
just
hit it,
just
man.
do that.
Come on, hit it.
And so he does, and he becomes a 40-meter tall giant, and he fights this monster, saves the day. Everybody thinks it's awesome, and then flies away, and Hayata rolls up on everybody, and they're like, "Whoa, you're not dead?" And he's like, "No, yeah, well, this guy saved me." And they're like, "Who?" And he's like, "He doesn't have a name." And they're like, "Come on, bro, give him a name." And so he's like, Ultraman.
As Ultraman.
Because
Ultraman.
Ultra Man. So
Yeah, they win.
yeah.
Can you guys hear that?
Nailing it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, to basically from that point on, the premise of every episode is here's some sort of threat. The Science Patrol is going to get called in. They're going to try and stop that threat.
They're not going to
work. Yeah, it's not going to work out.
Amazing that they're getting like government funding.
I know.
Even though they never
They're
do anything.
so bad at their jobs.
That's crazy.
And so, yeah, they fail. And then Hayata has to become Ultraman
to bail them out.
so that he can save the day. But there is one big caveat, and it's that he has, like, if he doesn't get it done in 3 minutes, Ultraman dies, he dies, everybody dies.
Yeah.
He has color timer on his chest.
It goes.
And it starts blinking red. Yeah. And it starts blinking red when it's getting close to running out of time. And then if the color timer stops blinking, he done.
As the narrator says every episode, he's like, as we all know, if his color timer runs out, everyone's dead, dude. He says every episode.
It's classic. It's really good.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah. If I could say that in Japanese, that'd be real fun.
Yeah. I would be really impressed. Yeah. I mean, he does say it every episode, so you should be able to at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
my bad.
And that's a fun little aside. The version I have, the dub is, for one thing, the dub is terrible.
Yes.
I don't know if there are other dubs of it that are better, but the dub I have, terrible. And it goes back and forth from being in English and Japanese. Like, it's not consistent. No. I don't think it's consistent on either. I think if you watch the Japanese version, sometimes it switches to English weirdly for a second, and then vice versa. So
maybe, but also with what? Can I actually see your copy real quick?
Yeah.
Because for some reason I feel like this kind of looks like a bootleg a little bit. You ever think about that? Oh no, it's got an actual company on it.
Yeah, no, it's it's a company that I think put together a lot of stuff from like older television. Like I also have like that old Sherlock Holmes show.
Oh, okay,
black and white. They put that together for a release, as well as like the 8 movies that were not part of that.
Oh, it's Mill Creek. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're still the ones who do it, because I think Mill Creek is the one that did the one that I have. Mine's fancy because it's on Blu-ray or DVD.
Well, apparently they figured it out a little better.
Yeah, I mean, because just for the people watching, look at this. It comes in little like paper little covers for the discs. Yeah, this doesn't feel official at all. It's also
it doesn't.
It's not rated, which that's usually a sign where it's like, oh, they didn't try.
It is a cool looking case though. Like it's got a nice shot of Ultraman on the front, and then Hayata on the back. It's good.
I do like the actual design on the back is really nice. I like the sideways text and everything.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
39 episodes on 4 discs.
That's crazy. It's crazy what DVDs can do.
So basically, yeah, the Science Patrol is present throughout, and the members, there's like 5 of them, I believe. So there's Arashi, and he's their sharpshooter. basically. At least that's how he's characterized in the book.
What? How would you describe him if you could pick one word?
Probably gruff.
Probably gruff. Yeah.
There's Ide.
He's the goofball.
He's a goofball, and their science guy pretty much. Well, engineer, I guess would be more accurate.
He makes the weapons,
and because they're all science guys. Mm-hmm. Then there's Hayata, and you know him.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a guy.
He is kind of.
He's basically second in command. He takes over when Muramatsu, the captain, is not able to be in charge.
Yep.
And then there's Fuji. And she is the communications, and also she's like all of them. They're all agents. So sometimes she's in the field, sometimes she's not. She is the girl. I did feel like, I don't know enough about Japanese culture or the 60s or anything to really say, but there's a fair amount of like what through today's lens is misogynistic, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be in the original show.
Yeah, I feel like
it's really not too bad.
Late 60s was like a surprisingly decent time for that.
Kind of a turning point because of like a lot of the feminist movements and
I was going to say Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, Star Trek. That too.
That's all I was thinking about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if I'm not going to make a stance on that?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
But
there's also a little kid running around.
And yeah, that's what I was going to get to. So I'm not really dressed as Ultraman now because the feasibility of that was not great. So hopefully you enjoyed the little short thing that is going to be at the beginning of this episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Where I actually am in full costume.
Unless we die from all the spray paint fumes.
Yeah. No kidding. But you are dressed as Hoshino. Yep.
Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
And yeah, he's just kind of...
He's a kid.
Is he Fuji's brother?
In the American dub, he is.
Okay, so that's something they changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
It's weird. You can tell I have his iconic red hat.
Yeah, I get a lot of stuff mixed up because I've watched both the sub and the dub.
Well, yeah,
and
you didn't have a choice.
It's very confusing because, yeah, they do just change plot points for no reason, just because they feel like it. Also, the dialogue is, I understand a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. I personally, in a lot of cases, would rather they not work so hard to match up to what the lips are doing and just have the dialogue be good.
Yeah.
Because I think too often they work too hard to make it look like, yes, that's what they're saying. And it's definitely to the detriment of the storytelling.
It might be, and I don't know if this is true, but I have to imagine it might just be because it's kids watching and they don't want them to be confused.
Well, that's probably part of it. And I guess that's true. I think that with the original intent of the show, it wasn't necessary. It was more of a for all audiences kind of thing. And then the American version was very much like, let's market this to kids. So that probably does have some bearing on it.
But do we know when they brought this over?
I don't know. It would have had to have been, because I think that my uncle watched it when he was growing up, so it would have had to been like very shortly after it originally aired, because he would have been the right age around the time it was airing.
So I'm just trying to
I can't remember when it aired for sure.
How like localization worked back then, and all I can really think about is the American Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
which is to me kind of horribly offensive as a fan of Godzilla, and also as a person who knows history.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't want to dive too much.
I know bits and pieces of what you're talking about there. We can have a more in-depth conversation about that later. I'm sure we'll cover something Godzilla on this show at some point.
They added a new character who's the main character.
I do remember that.
Raymond Burr, I think is his name.
The actor?
The actor.
Yeah.
And they brought him back.
He's a good actor.
In Godzilla, the Return of Godzilla, a.k.a. Godzilla 1985.
I guess I don't know that much about acting, but I like him as an actor because of Perry Mason.
Oh, okay.
Great television show.
Okay.
He's Perry Mason.
Oh.
So.
Does he go to Japan in that one too?
No, he's just a lawyer in probably L.A.
No Godzilla?
Maybe New York. No Godzilla.
No, doesn't like ever sue Godzilla?
Not once.
Wow.
Not once, no.
That's a missed opportunity.
I know. Well, he's a defense attorney, so I mean, he should defend Godzilla or the city.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, I don't know how to transition back to where we were.
I got it. Check this out. 3, 2, 1. Book.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the first episode, the origin, and that is the first chapter of the book. Mm-hmm. Then the next episode is also the next chapter of the book.
My favorite episode.
Really great. It's
got my favorite.
He fights a Bolton.
Alien Bolton.
And
best alien ever.
Yeah.
Love him.
He's got kind of an insect head and then lobster claws that shoot beams out of him.
That freeze people.
And they
turn them like green.
Yeah.
Like boom.
Yeah, so he freezes people.
Green.
He sets stuff on fire a little bit.
He gets big. And there's like billions of them.
He is normal size at the beginning.
Yeah.
And they do some fun visual stuff with him like walking, and there's like
so trippy.
A bunch of him, and then there are duplicates of him in different parts of the show. It's cool. It's a good idea.
You know who else loves Alien Bolton?
Who?
Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. There is a clip that I have seen before where he went to like an Ultraman event or exhibit or museum or something in Japan, and they brought out a guy dressed as Alien Bolton to meet him, and he cried. And
really?
It's like my favorite video.
That's super
it's
cool.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in good company.
Yeah, it's a fantastic episode. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's up there.
It's a classic.
And basically Ultraman, they initially the Science Patrol tries to talk to the Bolton and say, "Hey man, why are you freezing people?" And the Bolton is like, "Hey, Earth's going to be ours because we ruined our planet. So, and there's like 2.3 billion of us in a spaceship.
Yeah, just kind of chilling over there.
Yeah, they're all the size of like molecules, basically. Virus, bacteria, some
they're
small
real
thing.
tiny.
Yeah, some microscopic thing. And basically, Hayata is having to like go back and forth with him while he's talking through a Science Patrol officer, which I liked the idea of that.
That was Arashi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
which, by the way, just to start actually talking about the book a bit more, I really like how they handle that in the book.
Yeah.
And the fact that they keep bringing that up is like a thing that really messed with them.
Yeah. I think that was smart.
Yeah, they really don't in the show.
No, it's like, just kind of glossed over.
Yeah, once that episode's done, they don't really talk about it. But that's a good thing, is that they carry over things so these characters feel like real people.
Yeah. I mean, just by nature of it being a book, it has to be a little less episodic, and it is in good ways.
Yes.
I think they do a good job with that. Something that is very evident in that chapter that isn't necessarily super evident in the first chapter, it's set in modern times.
Yes.
Which really threw me off at first. I don't have a problem with it necessarily. It just surprised me.
Yeah.
Because I don't necessarily see the need for it. But
well, now they can, email people?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it has no bearing on what happens in the story.
Yeah.
But, like, in that, instead of them trying to just go and talk to the Bolton, they have Ide set up a tablet, and it has the Fibonacci sequence, like, demonstrated visually on it. And so he's, like, showing that. And I mean, that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. It's just I thought it was an interesting choice to set it in modern times. So also something they cover is in the book when the Bolton flies away after Ultraman shows up initially, and Ultraman chases after flying. Mm-hmm. And in the book, they fly over a power plant or something like a power plant, and there are a bunch of drones that are stationed there to kind of, I guess, watch what's going on.
Yeah.
And so they are all alerted by the stuff that's flying close by. And then they have a whole thing with the science patrol taking over the drones and watching the footage and all this stuff. It was interesting. I enjoyed that. But it didn't feel necessary. So I don't know. I feel like it was more world building than anything, and I don't have a problem with that. I just thought it was an interesting choice.
Yeah, because you kind of have to take the world of the book as being different than the show, because you have to assume that what is happening is really the only thing that's happening. There's not all these other like 30-something adventures that they're going on. Right. So, and they do leave some time gaps in the book, but not much. Not enough for really all of the events that are covered in the show. Yeah. So you get like the world built out in different ways, which not only is necessary, but it makes the world feel interesting in a different way. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. That is fair. Thank you. Oh, and this one has a fun moment that I like as the first time they do this. Hayata drops the beta capsule that allows him to become Ultraman. Well, he's thrown by the Bolton, and it falls out of his pocket, and it lands on a ledge, and he reaches for it, but instead knocks it off the ledge, and then it falls down and lands on a windowsill, which is super lucky. Yeah. But he can't reach it from where he is. So he takes a risk and jumps off the building, catches it midair, and activates it midair. And it's really
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. And so in the book, they point out that Arashi saw him do that, but he was disoriented from having just been possessed by an alien. Yes. And so he was able to kind of brush it off as like, oh, I guess I just didn't see what I thought I saw. But it was an interesting, like, I liked that they did that and covered it. And it's a thread that they keep going back to in the book, where it's like, yeah, these guys are kind of starting to figure out that he's Ultraman. Which is something that I think is really smart about the book, because it doesn't cover all of these adventures over all these years. Or not all these years, but all this time. Like if you take what's at face value in the show, nobody really figures out that he's Ultraman. Every once in a while, they're like, huh, that was kind of weird, but that's about it. And I mean, 39 episodes, 39 times Ultraman has to show up. And for the time he's there, Hayata is gone. Yeah, it's literally like, I've never seen them in the same room together. Yeah, and so it's like, there's honestly no way that they wouldn't have put that together. Yeah. So something good about the book is the fact that there aren't that many adventures, and they are seeing those things and being like, well, that doesn't make sense. But it is hard to reconcile 40-meter tall dude with normal sized guy. Yeah. So that does help with the disbelief there. But yeah, so the third chapter, it covers, they go to an island where there is there's a group of scientists stationed there studying monsters that live on this island. Mm-hmm. And I guess people have lost contact with this outpost, basically, and they're worried. So they sent the science patrol to investigate. And it's like probably the 7th episode in the series. So we're jumping a little bit now. And there are some evil plants, or sentient plants that try to kill the science patrol, or really just pick them up, I guess. And in this, you have multiple monsters fighting.
Yes.
Is something that they do. And then Ultraman steps in at the end when stuff is going down.
And he lasers them.
He lasers them. Yeah, with his spacium beam. Or specium. Depending,
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's spacium and sometimes it's specium.
Yeah.
And I feel like specium is maybe closer to what was intended, and spacium is the Americans being like space.
Oh, it's like
yeah. But
it is hitting me now.
Not a whole lot to cover with that one. The main things that I would say are there. The book, it builds more of the team and exploring their relationships with each other. It's kind of this dynamic between Fuji and Ide, and how Ide's a little bit like, oh, you're a woman, the man stuff.
Yeah.
And Fuji making fun of him for it because he was an idiot.
He's a fool. Yeah. Which is also kind of crazy to do if this is modern.
That's the thing that really throws me off about this,
wow,
because
now he's just a really awful person.
Yeah. The way, because it's very much referencing what the show is, but it makes sense for the time. But like, I feel like the dialogue and the way they handle the dialogue feels like the 60s, but it's set in modern times. Very odd.
Yeah. I will say it was around this point in the book where I realized a thing that I really liked is that because this isn't for children, it's allowed to get a little more violent.
Yeah.
And they're definitely throwing around. It's like, oh yeah, look at this. It's like, oh, it's clawing these people. Oh, it's all bloody now. And it's like, ooh, you wouldn't get that in a 60s TV show.
Which there was a surprising amount of blood. It was all monsters.
Yeah.
But like multiple times, monsters got limbs or tails or some part of them ripped off by Ultraman or other monsters. And there was blood, and it's just kind of surprising.
It's weird.
As growing up in the time that we did, where I feel like none of that would be on TV for a kid.
You could only do that to robots.
Yeah, exactly. And also in one of the early episodes, well, this episode actually, with the island. So when they do finally find the scientists, all of them are dead except for one. And, you never meet them in the show, so it doesn't really have that much impact. But, watching that as an adult and thinking about the stuff that I saw as a kid, it was interesting.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of death handled on what I saw in my kids' shows. So I thought that was interesting. But this also introduces Pigmon, which is a tiny kaiju. And is kind of a mascot friend of the Science Patrol and the originally the scientists that all died.
Yeah.
Except for one. And strangely enough, he shows back up, I believe, more than once, or maybe just once on the television series.
I think
probably just once.
Yeah.
But
to be fair, did not finish the show this time around.
So to finish that thought of like, it's a little more adult than I expected it to be. They straight up kill Pigmon.
Yeah.
That's just a thing that happens in the show. He shows up to help them. He's like, hey, I can't talk because I'm a monster, but I'm going to go, and you guys are somehow going to figure it out. They go to a language specialist, and they spend days trying to figure out what he's saying. And they do, and he's warning them about this big bad kaiju that's going to come and mess up their stuff real bad.
Yeah.
And so they're like, thanks, bro. We'll go take care of it. And they take him with them so that he can help them find what they're looking for. And they get into a bad situation. And basically, throughout that entire story, Ide is feeling like Science Patrol is useless. I'm useless because we never are able to stop the monsters. It's all Ultraman. I'm pointless.
So he gets it.
And so, yeah, exactly. And so, oh, wow. And so Hayata, I guess, trying to prove to him that he is valuable, doesn't become Ultraman right away when they need Ultraman, because Ide is not trying to do his job. He's just kind of given up. And because Ide doesn't do anything and Ultraman doesn't do anything, Pigmon steps up and gets smashed because he's tiny little dude. And then I kept expecting them to find out that he didn't really die, but at the end they have like a little funeral for him, and I'm like, oh, okay. All right, that's fine.
And then you get the really weird episode after where Ide feels so bad that he kills himself, and like didn't expect that on a kid's show.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
No, that'd be crazy though.
That would be crazy.
But also, I get it. Why do you do that? You let him die.
But so yeah, that was surprising and sad also.
Speaking of sad,
but that's not in the book.
I'm out of my drink.
Oh, well, that is sad.
Yeah.
So that was the third one. They in the fourth chapter of the book and the fifth chapter, it is adapting there's like the titles of all the episodes are screwy because some of the English adaptations of them are different than others, and translations. But basically there's a kid who's the kaiju prince or whatever you want to call him, and it's a 2-part episode where this kid is obsessed with monsters, and there is an idiot team of scientists who want to bring a monster to the city to study.
Yeah.
And they convince the Science Patrol to help them do that, even though the Science Patrol is like, this is a bad idea.
It's awful.
And
so dumb.
They bring the monster. The knockout stuff that they use on the monster wears off too quickly. The monster gets loose, destroys a bunch of stuff.
Who would have ever seen that coming?
Ultraman, for like the first time ever, isn't able to stop the monster in time, so he has to fly off. Mm-hmm. And this establishes something super interesting to me in the show. During the fight, he loses the beta capsule, implying that he has the beta capsule on him when he's giant.
But now,
something I've never thought about.
Is it also big, or is it?
Well, it must not tiny be. Or if it is, it shrunk down as soon as it left him because the kid picks it up.
Yeah, he's
Monster
not
Prince picks it up. Yeah, and so he takes it and he's like, "This is probably important." And he plays with it for a while, and then eventually is like, I got to get this to the Science Patrol because Ultraman dropped it, which I don't know how he knows that Ultraman dropped it, but I
guess it had to be big. He saw it.
I guess so,
like,
yeah.
Yo, look at that huge thing. Oh, never mind. It's tiny now.
Yeah. So he gets the beta capsule back to Hayata, and he's like, thanks, bro. And then he becomes Ultraman and saves the day. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, hey, kid, stop caring about monsters also.
Yeah.
But I really liked the way they handled this in the book. Because in the book, I mean, they do all that stuff with the Monster Prince. They establish everything pretty much the same way. But they really make it a point to have the Science Patrol not just be like, this is probably a bad idea. But they're like, no, absolutely not. And it's a whole thing. And like Muramatsu decides, okay, we're going to do this. I feel like we have to do this because government funding or whatever reason.
Yeah, because they're not good at doing anything else.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if we don't do this, we don't get money.
Right. And so Arashi, I believe it's Arashi, correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
Is very much like, I don't respect this. I think this is a bad call. And the whole time he's like, we shouldn't be doing this. They've developed a whole, like, they've got a new helicopter that they're using to try and move the monster. They've got all these plans, and he's like, this is going to go wrong, and this is not a good idea to do. And they really do play up the fact that in the episodes, they do cover this a little bit. Like, at the end, they're like, it's a real shame, like, we worked super hard because at one point the monster is going to destroy this castle that's like 500 years old.
Yeah.
And they worked super hard to stop that from happening. But they make a point of saying, like, at the end, they're like, man, we worked so hard to save this thing that's 500 years old. And in the process, killed a thing that's like thousands or billions of years old. And it was like a little more poignant than I was expecting from that TV show. And they really play it up in the book.
Yeah. And it's really cool. I guess maybe I'm just dumb and I never really noticed it in the show when I was reading the book. And like you said, it's a lot more poignant. I'm like, oh, they're just doing King Kong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which makes sense because all of these shows became a thing because Tsuburaya saw King Kong when it came out in Japan. And he was like, I want to make this stuff.
That makes so much sense. That's really cool.
Yeah. Also, did you know that he did, he worked for, just a fun fact, I guess, he worked for Toho and then he got kicked out because he made like propaganda films.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
But then they immediately got him back when he was like, what if I make Godzilla?
That's awesome. I respect that so much. Like, what a cool way to get back to be like, what if I do this?
Yeah. It's like, have you ever heard of Godzilla? No. Well, I'll make one for you.
Everybody's about to forever.
That's my fun fact. I do think I liked when they started doing the two-parters in the book because it was starting to get a little old just because you know, like we said, the show is very formulaic. It's like, now every chapter is the same, just like how every episode is the same. And now it's like, oh, this is going on a lot longer. There's like actual stakes here.
Yeah.
People are making mistakes. Things are going wrong. This is interesting now.
Yeah, it was a good way to break it up.
Yeah.
And I guess from there it moves on to the Mephilos episode, which basically the concept of that one, Fuji's actual little brother, I think.
That's what it says in the book, so I'm gonna trust it.
Is they're at an air show basically, Fuji, Hayata, and the little brother that I don't remember the name of.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you. You keep talking.
They're there, and he starts to hear a voice in his head, and the voice is saying like, "Hey, you shouldn't be impressed by this. Basically, this is not that cool. I'm going to show you something cool." And then random floating things like a giant oil tanker, like a boat, is flying through the sky, and other stuff is happening, and they're like, "Whoa, this is crazy." Hayata and Fuji and this kid get in the car and they're trying to drive away and the car starts flying.
Yeah.
And basically they get taken by this alien, Mephilos. And this alien is like, I want Earth. I've been admiring Earth for a long time and I want it. And so he's trying to convince this kid to give it to him. And I don't think they really ever explain why that he needs permission specifically from this child. I guess
it's like symbolic or something.
Someone from Earth needs to do it, and maybe he chose a child because he thinks they'd be easier to convince. I don't know.
Yeah, because he
wants the planet.
Trying to bribe him the whole time.
Yeah,
he's like, "Well, I'll give you a way better planet."
Yeah.
Just give me this one.
I'll give you eternal life.
You don't even want this planet
and a really cool planet.
Trust me, you really don't want this one.
But the kid's like, "Nah, dude, not gonna do that." And that's kind of the main thing of that. Like, they do make a point of the alien is not about violence.
Yeah.
So when he does eventually get into a fight with Ultraman, he starts losing really quick, and so he's like, we're evenly matched. We could just fight forever, so we shouldn't. And then he's like, I'll leave.
Yeah.
I'll go, actually, but mark my words, I'm going to come back. And then he sure doesn't.
I'm going to hit the gym real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
That reminds me, you've played the Spider-Man 2 movie game, right? Or at least a little bit.
A little bit of it, briefly.
I don't know why this reminds me of that, but there's a Mysterio boss fight. So it sets up, there's this huge like event that he does where you have to swing all the way to the Statue of Liberty, and then you end with this boss fight, and you see his health bar, like it grows all the way, and then does like another layer and another layer, and you're like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And then you punch him once and he goes down.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that game's great.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
But that's the second to last chapter of the book. The last one covers, not surprisingly, the finale of the series.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, actually it does.
That's crazy.
I know you didn't watch the rest of the show this time, but that was the end.
I thought it was just going to do some other episode, like episode 12.
Basically, in this one, there is a giant alien invasion happening, and the aliens make it a priority to take out Ultraman. And
Smart.
They do, basically. Yeah. Like, Ultraman loses.
Mm-hmm. He dies.
Yeah, the color timer runs out. The narrator says the thing again, and this time the color timer does run out.
Yeah. It's like, viewers, as we all know, if his timer runs out, he's all gonna oh god, it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so the Science Patrol is able to stop the alien forces by destroying the one that became giant.
Yeah, by doing their job.
And so that they finally succeed for the first time by themselves. And then Sophie shows up, who is another Ultra from the Land of Light.
Yeah.
And Sophie is like, yo, Ultra dude, I'm going to take you back to the Land of Light now because you died. And this the Ultra we know, which he never really does get a name.
No, I don't think so.
The Ultra we know is like, hey, I can't leave because if I do, Hayata will die. And Sophie's like, oh, so? And he's like, man, well, I don't want him to die because I care about him. And Sophie's like, so? And eventually he convinces him. And so Sophie reveals that this whole time he's had the ability to let them both live. And so he does.
Yeah.
And they go back to the Land of Light, and Hayata is there, and he shows up in the pose that he strikes when he does the beta capsule, and he doesn't remember anything from the time that he merged with the Ultra to now. And that's where the show ends.
That's it.
Unless you're watching the American version. And in the American version that I have, the Ultras talk, and they are like, basically Sophie's like, you're killing it, dude. I think you're awesome. Love what you've been up to, but you should come home because we miss you. And he's like, nah, dude, I gotta stay because Hayata is gonna die. And Sophie's like, oh no, I got you. I'll give you both lives. Why don't you just come back with me? And he's like, but I like it here. It's cool, and there's monsters, and I gotta fight those. And Sophie's like, all right, well, you can come back. That's fine.
Really?
But we gotta go fix your color timer.
Oh.
And so they go, and literally they end it with everybody being like, yeah, I think Ultraman's gonna come back.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is. So I watched both versions of that, and I was so thrown off. But yeah, the book takes the Japanese ending and runs with that. But interestingly, in the epilogue, it's like, yeah, Ultraman gets to the Land of Light. That's essentially the epilogue, and I'm like, okay. I figured.
I mean, thanks for checking in, but it's like a text me when you get home kind of thing.
Yeah. Felt so unnecessary. But yeah, that's the book. That's what the book covers. And
yeah, it's the show, but with words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess to do our thing.
Oh, the questions.
So did we think the source material is good?
Yeah, of course.
Love the source material. It's so cool. Such an interesting idea. I love Monster of the Week type of stuff. So killing it.
I love big, tall boys.
Yeah. So did we think the adaptation did a good job of adapting it?
As an adaptation, I find it to be doing its job very well.
I think so,
you want to get the message across, you want to get like the main themes out of the way, but you can't adapt all 40 episodes. So what you do is you just pick a couple of the good ones and you kind of like, you know, spread the messaging out throughout those and get basically the same end result.
Yeah.
Which is what it does, in my opinion.
I think it does it really well. I think it hits all of the story beats that it needs to.
Yeah.
I think that the same feeling that I get from watching Ultraman, I got from reading this. And it gave me it scratched that same itch, and I really liked reading it. Like it was a fun read.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was amazingly written. Like we hinted at, there's one big pet peeve I had with this. They describe Arashi as gruff, or say he said something gruffly, like literally 15 times in the book. And that's too many for a book that short.
Yeah. Because that'd be, once every like 20 pages?
Something like that, yeah. And
real cool. Which is weird, because this is a real author.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in a minute.
I felt like other than that, pretty solid. I don't think it was like groundbreaking by any means, but I think it was good. I think it was a good book.
Yeah. Also, I like that it still feels episodic. Like I was able to, read a chapter and be like, yeah, all right, that's cool. I'll, hit up the next one another time. That's all I need. That
was one of the best parts about it, is that it felt very contained with that. So you could just like, I'll read a chapter today, and then you got your fix, and you can come back later.
Every chapter is like, 40 to 50 pages. It's like a good chunk.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got what I needed for the day.
Yeah. So all in all, think they kind of killed it.
Yeah. Read it. It's good. It's fun.
And so did you have some more thoughts about the book? Do you want to talk a little bit more about the book or the series before I move on to, I want to talk a little bit about some of the other stuff that I covered, and then we can transition to the game.
Well, first we have to answer the third question.
Yes.
Which is, how did I phrase it? What else is this author about book-wise?
Yeah.
Real author this time. Pat Cadigan, as we already said, science fiction writer. She's won awards, and I've not read any of her other stuff, but I've heard that it's pretty decent. I'm pretty sure the book that she won the Hugo Award for was like her debut, which is strange that keeps happening.
That is kind of crazy.
But yeah, maybe it's
cool.
Maybe it's just not that hard to get that award. I don't know.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe I should take a crack at it. But yeah, no, that's the other question, and that's the other answer.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think that's all I have to say book-wise. I liked it.
So just to briefly talk about all of the other stuff that I did in preparation for this, Ultraman Rising, really fun movie.
Yes.
Everybody check that out. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen most of it. I think I got kicked out of my Netflix account before I finished it.
Gotcha.
Because they do that stupid household thing.
Yeah.
Now, which they also do for Disney and Hulu now.
Yeah.
I just got kicked out of everything.
It's stupid and
still
sucks.
pay for HBO though, so
it's maybe the best one.
It is.
Love that movie. Big fan. visually so cool. Mm-hmm. It did take me a minute to adjust to super skinny Ultraman.
I like it,
but
though.
I do. The more I saw it, the more I got used to, the more alien it felt, and the cooler it felt.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's a lot of baseball in that.
Yeah,
I love baseball in movies.
Yes, a main character super unlikable at the beginning, so they do that whole thing to like, get you to like him. I did by the end, so nailed it. They did. Old Man Dad Ultraman and Son Ultraman, which was fun. Yeah, all in all, just a really fun movie. I would definitely recommend. The comic books, the Marvel stuff, the Avengers crossover was fun. Not like super groundbreaking or anything, of course, but it was fun. They fight Galactus, which is a good call.
That's cool.
And the like Ultraman solo stuff, I really like it.
I did too. They also do the thing where they modernize it.
Yeah.
But it is a different guy. Mm-hmm. So it makes more sense. Also, they make Fuji more of like an actual character.
Yeah.
Which I really respect.
Yeah.
Because she's like the competent one.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to do that, to modernize something like that where there's maybe a little bit of misogyny, a little bit of like...
Yeah. Make the guy dumb this time.
Make the guy dumb, yeah. Yeah, I really like the characterizations there. I like what they do with Ide. They make him like he's this big science officer, big engineer fellow at the SSSP.
Yeah.
They make the SSSP evil, which is interesting.
And like global. They make it French.
Yeah. It starts off small and it gets huge. They make references to Ultra Q. They make references to Ultra 7. They make references like all the shows and stuff. You see it in the clothing, the costumes, all that stuff is ripped kind of straight from the shows. Mm-hmm. Super cool.
They also have that like little Ultra Q story at the end of the first volume.
Yeah.
Love that. It's like all black and white too.
Yeah.
Like
I thought that was such a cool idea.
Yeah. It's great. I love it. I'd love more of that, honestly. But they probably won't.
Probably not, realistically.
No.
I also liked the little, like, they did like a pamphlet thing for SSSP members.
Yeah.
It was cute. The kaiju that are there feed off negative emotions. That's why they show up. I thought that was a cool idea. And the Ultras are a race that has figured out how to, like, exist and, like, basically they have a healthy social life. Yeah. And so they have good mental health. And they've figured it out. They're enlightened. And they're trying to help other people, but they say that the Earth people can't do it, basically. And it's this big contention between the Ultra and Hayata. Yeah,
you also get a lot more like almost inner monologue, but it's two people. So it's like inner dialogue between the Ultra and the host, which I really like. They do it a bit in the novel too, but it's like a lot in the comic. Yeah. And I really like that, especially because you'll see like a whispery little version of him just kind of popping up when he's talking. And it's like, oh, that's a neat idea.
Yeah, I think it was a great call. And like you said, they do cover it a little bit in the book, but in the book, it's really more of just like an idea comes to him instead of really having full-on conversations.
Yeah, it's like he's picking something from the Ultra's brain.
Yeah, and I think it's way cooler to have both of them be there. And sometimes there will be parts in the book or the comic where one of them will have control and then grant control to the other. Mm-hmm. And I think that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I like. It's a good trope in like movies and stuff that have this kind of... Have you seen Upgrade?
No. I know about Upgrade, but...
It kind of does that whole thing where he's like he is attacked, and so he's like in a wheelchair now and he can't move his body. They put an AI into his spine, and so it's like talking to him, and it's able to like help him walk and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he gets attacked, and the AI is like, "Do you want me to take over?" And he's like, "Yeah, do it," and just murders people.
That's crazy.
It's so nasty.
That seems intense.
It's so cool. I love it. Everyone watch Upgrade.
But so I really like what they're doing with that Ultraman comic. It's such a, in my opinion, a great way to take the source material, do your own spin for it, but while still honoring what the original thing was. Mm-hmm. And you get some, with a comic book, you can do some really fun stuff visually, and they do. I think the art is pretty good.
Oh, so. Yeah, I really like it. It does have an issue, I think, with some like background characters where they all look exactly the same.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which I can't tell if that's just the artist being a bit lazy or if that's a little racist.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be, which hurts a little bit.
Yeah, because even like when the main character is in like a group of other people, I'm like, am I the racist one here? Which one is he?
That's fair.
I
don't remember specifically thinking that, but I can definitely see how maybe they didn't try enough with that. Yeah.
Good stuff, though.
But so yeah, definitely I would recommend those. They do cover Dan Moriboshi, who is Ultra 7, which I haven't really talked about much, but Ultra 7 is it's basically just another Ultra in another show. Mm-hmm. And Moriboshi is the guy he's bonded with. Although it was a little unclear to me in watching it whether he was really bonded with this guy or just disguised as a human. But also in that show, interestingly, he can be human-sized.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then on your mic stand is what in the American things is called Ultraman Jack.
Yeah.
And he's the Ultraman from Return of Ultraman, who is bonded with Hideki Go, or Go Hideki. I think it's Go.
Get out of here, Hideki.
Yeah. Who is a race car driver who never drives a race car on the 7 episodes that I watched. But that's okay.
So that means the one that I have is probably Leo, I think.
Oh, really? It wasn't. I thought you had the one from the actual original series.
I don't think I have the original. I think I might have Leo.
But yeah, so there are lots of Ultramen.
Oh yeah,
from lots of different things.
There is like a new series like every year.
Yeah,
you can watch most of them on Tubi for free.
Yeah,
on YouTube for free. They kind of have a whole thing on YouTube now where once an episode is released in Japan, like a few days later, it's going to be released on YouTube with the English subtitles.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I try and stay a bit up to date if something interests me.
That's fun.
So I guess before we hop into the game, do you want to do our recommendations for do something also?
Sure.
I'm going to say also because I liked this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead. I didn't actually think this one through. I kind of forgot that we did this. But since I already said it, I'm going to say watch Upgrade.
Yeah.
And also any Ultraman series.
Yeah,
they're all
absolutely.
pretty fun.
Well, I will say, and this isn't really a separate thing, but I will say watch Shin Ultraman.
Oh, yeah.
It is such a good imagining of the show, the series, because it does the same thing the book does. It condenses the 39 episodes. It takes a few stories and covers those stories. A number of them are the same ones that are in the book, actually.
Yeah.
And it covers them so well. Visually looks so cool.
Yeah.
It takes you from beginning to end, and it does its own little spin on it. So it would be definitely fun to watch also.
And the effects are so fun.
Yeah.
Because they make Ultraman stiff like how he was in the show. But in the show, that was due to like the limitations.
Yeah.
And in this, it's like, No, we're just that's weird. It's alien. He's just gonna be like that.
Yeah,
now.
it's just how he is.
Yeah, when he flies, he's just like, just like stiff as a board. It's great.
And I had forgotten, Shin Ultraman doesn't have a color timer.
No,
but his red turns like this kind of greenish gray.
Yeah,
when he's running out of energy,
he like starts to fade,
and it looks really cool. And I like it.
Also,
so,
another thing they do, they use the same like model for when he's flying, and he just uses it to attack people.
Yeah,
like it'll be like in the flying model, but straight up, and then he just starts spinning to hit people. It's great.
It's fantastic.
So cool. I love it. Yeah, watch that. Were you with me when I saw that in theaters?
We watched
twice.
it together one of the times. Yeah,
it was great. I love it.
Yeah,
when they brought it back. Yeah, I remember now because they brought it back to the U.S. and we saw it.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Super cool.
Everyone watch
Definitely check it out. And made by the same, or I guess at least one of the guys involved is the, what's the show?
I don't know if it was directed by him, but he was at least, he worked on it. It was Hideaki Anno from Evangelion.
Yeah. And you can tell because of there are a number of reasons you can tell, but also big space thing that looks a lot like all of everything in Evangelion stuff. So very cool. Check that out for sure. Yeah. So I guess that should be pretty much everything we need to cover there. I do have one more note about the book.
Have at it.
Before we go do our game. In the book, they talk about how Ultraman's mouth emotes, and it bugs me so much.
I can't imagine
because
that.
in literally everything else, like in Shin Ultraman, in Ultraman Rise, in anything that they could have done that with, they don't. It is just how it is, where it kind of looks like a mask. And I feel like that's how it should be. But in the book, they're like, no, actually, imagine that it moves.
Yeah. Imagine him smiling. Like it's a straight line. And he's just like.
So hated that. I wish they hadn't said it, but that's okay.
This guy's got a bit of a goofy smile.
He does. Yeah. So I guess game time, everybody.
Game time. Yeah.
All right. So basically, our game today, we are going to play a little thing that I'd like to call. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Kaiju or Ketchum.
All right.
And
I think I get it. Is it it's the name of a kaiju or the name of a Pokemon?
Exactly. And so you're going to just pick one or the other. I'm going to let you know if you're right or wrong. You have to get 7 out of 10 in order to win. If you win, you are not going to have to sing the Ultraman theme, the English Ultraman theme.
Oh, I can't do the Japanese one?
You're welcome to try.
No, because that would sound racist.
Yeah, horribly so.
Because I do sing it whenever it's on the show.
So do I, and I don't want anyone to ever hear that.
I'm so happy I live alone.
But yeah, so basically, you win, I have to sing. I win, you have to sing.
All right.
And
so
we just so the audience knows, the goal here, we got to take it very seriously and sing the whole thing.
Yes. And just so the audience knows, I am only confident with Pokemon up into the 3rd generation. 4th generation, I didn't do a lot of that. 5th generation, I barely know. I know it has some like different colored monkeys.
Yeah.
It has like a zebra in it. That's all I got. And there's like 20 generations now.
Well, and full transparency, I know little to nothing about Pokemon.
What's your favorite Pokemon? Go.
Eevee.
Okay. I like Vulpix. I love Vulpix.
And I don't know anything about Vulpix. What's his whole deal?
Imagine Eevee, but it's like a fox and it's red.
Oh, that's fun.
Cute as a freaking button.
I like a cute little Pokemon.
Yeah. My favorite Pokemon, forever and always.
The best Pokemon are just the cute little guys.
Yeah.
There are so many that are cute little guys.
Except for Pichu.
It's a good call.
Because I've caught Pichus before, and they take forever to train to evolve up to a Pikachu.
Gotcha.
It's not worth it. But now, like a Plusle, oh, I love a Plusle.
I'm going to have to take your word.
Imagine Pikachu, but he's red.
Okay.
Because there's Plusle and Minun, I think. Minun
Oh.
or Minun, one of the two.
Okay.
One of them's like a positive charge, one of them's a negative charge.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, so
Also like Bulbasaur.
just to make sure I clear this up here,
Yeah.
I did take what I found online as the Japanese names of these to make it
Okay.
hard. And so I've got information here. I'm going to butcher the pronunciations of all of these. Just fair warning, everybody. I'm sorry. Very sorry. I'm an idiot American. So got him. So if you're ready,
Yeah,
we'll get going. And just to reiterate, you got to get 7 out of 10
Got to
to
catch
win.
most of them.
All right, so we're going to jump right in here. What we've got here, Hasamu.
Now, question. Is this a kaiju from Ultraman specifically?
Everyone that I pulled would have been on the original series.
Uh-oh. That is a Pokemon.
Gosh, I'm going to lose so hard now. Yes, it is. It's Scissor.
Okay.
And
Sure it's not Sizer. Is it Sizer?
Sizer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is it
Scizor.
what's the one that I'm thinking of that does the... I'm going to have to call Dalen up. He probably knows it.
And so it's, I guess in the Japanese, it's supposed to mean both grip and scissors. So that's that one.
Nailed it.
One down. All right, let's jump in here. Hitokage.
See, because I know Kage is like a thing. I was gonna say snake. It's not snake though. And I know the one snake from Pokemon is Ekans, and that's just snake backwards.
That's awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna go kaiju.
Well, in this case, you're wrong.
What is it? A frog?
Charmander. And
Is
in this
Kage
case,
fire?
it's lizard, and it means fire lizard.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, Tokage is lizard.
I mean Hokage. Believe it.
All right. So that's 1-1.
Yeah.
All right, here we are, and what we've got, Madatsubomi.
What'd you just call me?
Madatsubomi.
Yeah, it's a kaiju.
Sorry. This is actually Bellsprout.
That's so dumb.
And so it's flower bud,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
All right, so you've got 2 wrong, 1 right.
Yeah.
All right. Gabora.
Gabora. I think that is a Pokemon.
It's a kaiju.
Really?
It's a kaiju. It's this is the
Wait, isn't that in the book?
No,
No?
that's Gamorasaurus, and
That's
they call it Gamora a couple times. Gabora has like a flower thing around its neck that opens up.
Oh, okay.
And I believe this is maybe the one. Yes. I think that it uses it to burrow when it closes.
Okay.
So
So I got to have a perfect game from here on out.
yeah, you've got 3 wrong, but you can still pull it out.
What if I name the Pokemon and then also the English version of the Pokemon? Can I get an extra point? Can I get a saving point for that?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
All right.
Just for the sake of fairness.
Yeah. All right, hit me.
Oh, hold on now. So I actually only have 9 because 1 is a duplicate. So
Wow.
what we'll do, we'll say you only need to get 6. So you still have an
5.
extra. Yeah. You can still make it easily. You can still get 1 wrong. So let's see. Next one here, we're going to do. Alrighty. Hinoarashi.
That has got to be a Pokemon. It's such a long name.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
You got it right.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess who it is? I'll give you a hint here.
Is it the spinny panda
It literally
one?
means firestorm.
Fire. Oh, duh. Magikarp.
Cyndaquil.
Oh. See, it's funny because Magikarp is a fish.
Yeah, I picked up on that. All right.
Cyndaquil. All right. That's a Gen 2 starter? Gen 3 starter.
I'm going to have to put like a counter on the screen because I don't remember what we're at.
I have 2. I have 2 right.
You've got 2 right.
And
You've
3
got 3 wrong. Okay, nice. Magular.
That's a kaiju.
You got it. And I don't think I actually have any information about it other than this was in the episode with the Red King on the island, multiple monsters fighting. This was one of the monsters. Alrighty. And let's jump over here. Gesra.
Say that again.
Gesra.
Spell that.
Guesra.
That feels like a kaiju.
You got it. This is the one that likes to eat pearls, I believe. Alrighty. We've got 2 left.
Yeah. I got to get both of them.
Let's see here. Alrighty. Here's this one. Naranga.
That is a Pokemon.
That is a kaiju.
You sure about that?
100%.
You positive?
100%.
But are you sure about that?
Naranga is another creature born of a modified Baragon costume. Whatever that means. This one shoots electricity. It's the one that was in Shin Ultraman.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you now have 4 wrong.
Yeah.
But you can still...
I can save it if I can... Well, only if it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, so you've got 4 wrong, but you can save it if it's... Yeah, if you're able to guess
if it's a
Pokemon and you can
and
guess
if I
it.
can guess what the English one is.
So obviously I'm not going to tell you if you have a chance still, but for the audience we'll say you do.
Yeah.
All right. Wananoko.
Spell it.
Waninoko. And actually, for the sake of the fairness of this game, I want you to guess really truly what you believe, because strategically at this point it would make the most sense to guess Pokemon even if it's not, because if it is you can still guess. But I'm going to say that if you get this one right, you win.
Okay. So I should really think hard about this one. Just really dig into what I know about the Japanese language, which is a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a Pokemon.
You got it. So you still have I guess you win because of the rule that I just made up. But
That's
I would
your
like
fault.
to know if you can guess what this one is.
Can you, and you might have to do some extra Googling on this, can you tell me the type of Pokemon it is?
I truly don't know. So I'll look it up. Hold on.
Tell me if it's like a water or a steel. Tell me what generation it is. I'm going to win this. I'm going to win this so hard. I was on such a good streak, too.
It's a water type, Generation 2.
Gen 2. Water type. I'm trying to think of Gen 2. Can I phone a friend?
No.
Damn, what Gen 2 water types are there? I mean,
Well, that would be important to know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's like the starter. Here's the real question. What are the Gen 2 starters? I'm really blanking. That's sad. I know like the Gen 3 starters. That's like Mudkip. Gen 2 would be the Gator one. What's his name? Oh my God, what is his name? It's like the earlier form of Feraligatr, right? Which would be Totodile. That is my final answer.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's Totodile.
All right, cool.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
And now I feel good about winning that because I did get the extra point.
All right. Well, you really did, and you deserved it. And
yeah.
I guess I'll respect the win, and I'll face up to the punishment.
Yeah. I mean, you made a rule that made me win. I made a rule that made me win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
We all made rules that made you win.
Yeah, I win.
So I guess because I don't trust myself and I'm a fake fan, I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
Can you get
just
a
to make
karaoke
sure.
version?
Yeah. No, I think part of the real thing here is that I don't get to have music. That's really the painful awfulness of this punishment.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and tune in, baby.
Alrighty.
Do you need a tempo?
I don't think you're ready for how good this is about to be.
I don't know if I know the American version of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny. Okay.
Ultraman. I know that.
Well, I can't find a quick link that seems to be what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna wing it. So, Ultraman, here he comes from the sky. Ultraman, watch our hero fly. In a super jet he comes from 1,000,000 miles away from a distant planet land. Comes our hero Ultraman. Ultraman, watch our hero fly. Ultraman, watch our messed up the lyrics. In a super jet he comes from 1,000,000 miles away from a distant planet land. Comes our hero Ultraman.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Yeah.
My hands really hurt.
I feel like in the Japanese one they do actually do different verses.
Probably.
In the English one they don't. And I think they changed the music slightly.
Ooh.
But I do appreciate, I never loved in the Japanese one, it's kids singing most of it.
Yeah.
And I just don't like it. Yeah. The English one, they break it up into men and women singing, and so they've got like Ultraman, and it's like a higher like sopranos and altos singing, and then they have Min come in with the baritone bass. Ultraman, very 60s. Yeah. So it's fun. It's a bop. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much all we have for you.
We did it. Wow.
It's been a long time coming. I don't know. I feel like it's been a full month since we recorded the last episode.
Yeah.
I just kept putting it off. I think I put it off 3 times. I was like, hey, man, can we reschedule?
I did keep letting you, though.
Yeah.
And in the end, I still did not finish watching the show.
And that's fair. Hey, I mean, this show's about the book. Yeah, this show's about the book, and that's what we did.
I got things to do, man.
Yeah. I'm excited to move on to other things because I've been consuming so much Ultraman content lately.
Yeah.
So speaking of the different things, do you want to talk about what our next episode's going to be?
Oh, yeah. Next time on You Can't Join Our Book Club, it's Halloween, boys and girls. We're reading Halloween Ends, the novelization of everyone's favorite Halloween film, Halloween Ends. I think that's the one.
I think that's the one. Yeah.
So yeah, buy that book, read it, buy that movie, watch it, and then come and see us next month when we talk about it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everybody get hyped.
Everybody get yeah.
And check us out on Instagram at You Can't Join Our Book Club.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
It's either that or Book Club No.
Book Club No-No's the Gmail.
That too.
Check us out on Book Club No.
Check us out on Gmail.
Yeah, send us, suggestions for things you'd like us to read.
Send us hate mail.
Yeah, send us hate mail.
Send us threats.
Send us stuff from Hotmail.
Yeah. Send us stuff from is Proton Mail? I saw someone a complete tangent. I'm sorry, we're gonna end the episode.
Yeah.
But I saw someone I was doing like email stuff for work the other day, and someone had a Proton Mail account, and I'm like, how is that still a thing?
That is kind of wild. Yeah.
There we go. Halloween next time.
Yeah.
Be there.
Bye.
Ultraman.